All right, so today we're going to talk about something, maybe it's better for the newbies out there or some investors that have invested with other people, but now they want to do something on their own. I'm Aaron Impens. Today, guys, we're going to talk about some easy marketing strategies that you can implement. So marketing, is it important to do? Is that what's going to get you the good deals? If you ask me, it's a must. You must do marketing. You have to do it to find those good deals. Now, marketing can consist of a lot of different things. Probably one of the easiest, but not scalable necessarily, is the network marketing. You know, meet people, tell everybody what you're doing, tell everybody that you're buying real estate. They're going to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that's selling a house, and it'll end up getting back to you. Let's talk about the real marketing that actually costs money and things that you can reproduce, scale, that have predictability to them, so on and so forth. Let's talk about Bandit Signs. Okay, people may look at me and they're going to say, "You're still using Bandit Signs? That's so old school. What are they?" Okay, so everybody knows. You drive down the corner and you see the little sign on the corner says "We buy houses for cash" with your phone number on it. That's a Bandit sign. But one thing I can tell you is that they do work. Now, you may have to know whether or not the city likes it or dislikes it, because in my area, it's technically illegal to put it in the city right of way. So you may have to put it on private property. But the cost versus the return is great. I encourage you to use them to some extent. If people tell you that that's old school and they don't work, trust me, they do work. Use them. They're very cheap. $3 a sign if you buy them in bulk. With those Bandit signs, you take those, you buy them online, signsonthecheap.com, and you just put them at busy intersections, or you put them on private property that has a busy street that goes by them. They do work, I promise you. Another one would be driving for dollars. What the heck is that? Well, that's exactly what it is driving for dollars. You just drive around, or when you are driving around, keep an eye out for properties that, maybe look like they're in disrepair or they're vacant. In the wintertime, if it snows and it's been 3 days or so since it snowed and you drive by and the driveway is still full of snow with no tracks and no shovels, guess what? That property is more than likely vacant. Write the address down, or for that matter, there's even apps out there. I think one's called the Deal Machine, that can run through and you can basically take a picture of the property and it almost does the rest of it for you. So if you don't have that app, write the address down, look up the owner and send them a letter and say, "Hey, I have interest in buying your property. You have interest in selling." It's not something that you can necessarily scale very easily, but it's something that is inexpensive and can be good for people that are getting started. Drive around, find properties that in the summertime have really tall grass or the roofs look deteriorated. That's what driving for dollars is. Make that list, get them a letter. Another one is going to be cold calling / texting. So that's absolutely exactly what it is. Cold calling is you get a list of numbers that you're just going to pick up the phone and you're going to dial them up and you say, "Hey, Mr. Seller, my name is Aaron Impens. I'm looking at buying property in your area. Have you ever had interest in selling your property at 123 V Street?" Now, the one good thing is that you can predict what kind of return that's going to get based on past marketing campaigns. But if you don't like being on the phone, that's probably not going to be something that you want to do personally. And let me tell you, there's going to be plenty of people that you call and they're going to not be happy that you're calling, and they're going to end up hanging up on you or saying bad things to you. You're going to have a little bit of thick skin. Now with the texting, it's very, very similar. It's just like cold calling, except it's less personal. You can end up sending hundreds and thousands of messages, almost instantly, and next thing you know, you're just getting a text message back of if there's any interest in selling. Very good way to get a lot of messages out to people to find out their interest level. Now, along that same lines, one other thing that you could try is ringless voicemail. This one, not a lot of people know about yet, but it's exactly that. It leaves a voicemail on someone's cell phone without ringing it. Or if it does ring it, it's like a half a ring, and then it leaves an automatic voicemail which says, hey, Mr. Seller, I'm looking at buying properties in your area. Do you have a property you'd like to sell? If you do, give me a call back at a phone number. They call back, you can answer it, handle that call. Again, just a great way to get so many leads out there in a very quick, easy time frame. So let's recap that. We got Driving for Dollars, Bandit Signs, cold calling and texting, and Ringless voicemail. Those are 4 or 5 different things that are all very repeatable, something that you can scale versus, you know, if you allocate this amount of money to this campaign and it produces this results, if you double that, maybe it gets double those results, something that you can scale up. And of course, always, always, always tell everybody that you know what you do and what you're doing and what you're buying, and make sure they tell the whole world. You're buying real estate, and when they know of someone that needs to sell something, no matter what the type of property or the condition, they're going to call you. Guys, I hope that helps. I know it's probably a little bit more for the newbies, which is fine. You know, everybody needs some guidance along the way. Leave me some comments below. If you've got any good marketing tips that you like as well, let me know. I'd love to hear, and I can share more on other things that I do as well if that's of interest to you. Guys, I'm Aaron Impens. We'll see you guys next time.